Well, let's see how Spark Ops nozzle works. Yeah, the other day they left it over at Boomerang. Left all their stuff, and we had to pick it up. And yeah, so we got a key nozzle and 2 hoses out of the deal. But so first wash down, you gotta get your hoses and stretch them all the way out. Once it gets kind of tangled up like that, just flip around, like that, pull it. And just keep going out like that. And come to the other side. And now you just have to flip this other way. Get that last little knot out. Just like that. Now you got one hose out. Now let's go on to this other one, and I'll do all this off camera. But it's same exact principle. Now we just gotta connect these 2 ends together. Over there. Just like a garden hose. Take it in. Actually, you really probably should use 2 hands for this, but I don't have that luxury. But just like a garden hose, you just twist them together and they will be connected. Now we just got to get key and nozzle on and get going. So first you want to check the coupler and make sure that it's nice and clear, which this one already is. I'll see if I can find one that has stuff in it, and I'll try to clean it out. But basically, you dig out as much as you can by hand, stick your key in here, and then just turn it a little bit until you get some water coming out. And you just keep doing that until it gets all clean. Then we'll just hook this on, and like that, turn the water on, and you're good to go. After you get your nozzle on, which I already did. So I'll get all this on and we'll go from there. So in this particular area, usually you start right up to that queue line and then do this little road so that whoever's doing bicentennial there doesn't have to worry about you washing down or what they just did. Plus, since I was late and everything, that's already been done. So now for this location, I'm pulling all the way back here. Since nobody's doing form road out here, gotta find where it splits, which is right about like right in here. Now you'll see this is a hill going down, so start up at the top and it'll just start flowing down, and then you just push it. So a good way to hold the nozzle and everything is take it, put it over your shoulder like that, and hold it like so. Twist it to turn it on. Easy as that. So now we got water going. So now you just find a pattern that you like, that'll work, and then you're just trying to go side to side, trying to get as much stuff as you can. Make sure you get right in the cracks and the corners. And you just keep going side to side, getting everything. Now if you do have to push it alongside your hose, make sure to lift your hose up and get underneath your hose. Otherwise you'll have a big trail of mud and stuff. And I'll show you what that looks like. Alright, so probably here along this hose looks pretty good, right? I mean, looks nice washed down, looks better than that. But just to simulate kind of what would happen, say you're washing down, you're all the way down there, and you start dragging your hoses. Once you start dragging this, if you don't wash underneath it, you got all this. You got this, and just all that stuff, just all stops at that hose. And then you have just this line of trash that you now have to pull back up and grab, so then you can keep going back down. So whenever you get to the hose, you just kind of lift it up, wash down underneath it, wash down the hose, and then kind of pull it back behind you. That way you can get all the trash and debris on down past your hose. So as you're watching this down, you'll notice that it comes from over here, flows in, and flows down right there. So you get all of this and push it over here. Then you come back over here and get this, and then push it to the hill. And then now you can just go side to side, pushing it on down the hill. Then, once you get to a spot kind of like this, where it's kind of hard to get up, you turn it to get just like a little tiny pinpoint. High pressure, and you just wash right over it, and most of the time it'll come right up. Just like that. And if you go back to the other straight, it'll help you actually push things. Alright, now whenever you go to uncouple, make sure you have your nozzle open. That way, when you go to uncouple it, you don't have water pressure in the line, at least not as much, and you won't have water flying up at you. Also, make sure you don't do this like I did, and make sure you have plenty of slack right here at your key. Otherwise, a vehicle could drive over that, and this coupler is go down like that, pop up, and break the coupler. But anyways, so got nozzle open. Now you can just turn the key, and it shuts right off. Now, if I didn't have my nozzle open, this would just shoot up, and you'd have water flying everywhere, and it'll get you drenched, on top of making a big mess. Alright, a few more quick things. Whenever you just leave your hose and anything out, make sure you have your key, or your nozzle and your key out of the roadway. Because if not, and if they're in the middle of the road and somebody drives by, they can hit it and run over it, even if it's on accident. And those things are not cheap. Now this one is kind of cheap, but like a lot of the brass ones, the nozzle themselves are about 150 bucks. So you don't want to just do that. Also, make sure you do not drag your key or nozzle, because that will wear them down really quickly. And also make sure not to drop them, because that can break them. And if they get worn out by dragging them, that makes them even easier to break. So, yep. And then in areas like this, we got a little bit right there where you have two areas that kind of come together. In case it's like this, whoever gets here first does this whole area, so that it doesn't wash back over whoever just did it or whatever. Let's see, and then always make sure to get underneath trash cans, because just like the hose, see how this looks pretty good. And I just slipped the first time. You can see there's a lot of stuff underneath it, so always make sure you get this. Well, let's see, two quick things. One, if you don't want a job where you might get wet, this isn't the job for you, because sometimes you have a leaking nozzle, it gets all over. And on top of that, you're playing with water all day. But anyways, second thing, when you get a big puddle like this, first of all, you're not going to be able to get all the water and stuff out. You just kind of want to skim the top, and that'll get a lot of the water out and down. And then you just want to go down and get all the mud and junk out. And you just keep doing this until you get all the dirty water out, and you just have clean water left. So at least now you can kind of see the bottom. There's still going to be a lot of water left, but once you get all that mud and stuff out, that mud's not going to be there to just settle down to the bottom and dry and leave a bunch of mud spots. So we'll call that good. Now we'll come back up here and get this little bit down to the main road. We're not going to worry about all that because we don't have time. So we'll get this onto the main road and push it down to the drain.